Focal Point starts now. Good evening, I'm Brea Crawford.
I'm Brea Crawford, and I'm standing here live at the green carpet. And if you just take a look around me, or if we even head this way, this place is packed.
Clearly, all of their hard work has paid off. You can see how many people are already here, and the show opened just about an hour ago. Two East Lansing residents proved that conflict overseas can't break their bond at home. Maisha Johnson has their story.
So you're a junior, not graduating just yet, but soon. How do you plan to spend your time here at Michigan State, and how are you plan to make it memorable?
I just really want to enjoy everything State has to offer while continuing to write and hone my skills. I want to get into more broadcast classes and yeah, just hone different skills this semester.
I understand. Come sit where I'm sitting and learn some new skills.
Yeah.
I feel it. Well, thank you so much for sitting on the couch with us and celebrating.
Thank you.
And as always, congratulations again.
Thanks so much.
And not everyone wants to be a resident assistant. And now juniors and seniors are on the apartment hunt. But with so many students occupying on-campus student housing, how will these apartments be filled? Michigan State University has three main gyms on campus. I Am Circle, I Am East, and I Am West. But could there be a new facility on the way? I'll have that story coming up. Gyms on college campuses help students feel better, but it doesn't always work out that way.
We want everyone to feel comfortable coming in and participating, because the key is developing healthy lifestyles.
Construction could start soon on a new Michigan State University gym. It's important to some students at MSU to have an inviting space to work out in.
The gym hasn't always been a safe space for women, and especially a space for Black women.
Right now, mostly men work out here. Some students just don't feel comfortable here. Madison Whitaker, the vice president of Black Girl Fitness, thinks it's a good idea to make sure a separate, more inviting space for women and the LGBTQ community is built into the plans.
I think it's going to hopefully encourage a shift for women and people on campus to just work out and feel comfortable in a space.
Students with active memberships at the IM facilities have received surveys via email about their feedback on the environment.
It's very, very important that this project does have student input, because it's really a facility that's going to be built for students.
Some Spartans already have an opinion about it.
Them saying like we're gonna have a whole separate gym, like I don't think that they're gonna actually provide the equipment necessary for that unless that's like a very specific clause.
I'm hoping that this space will kind of start a shift and allow us to fill up this space and be seen.
As long as gyms have been open, some people haven't felt comfortable here. Some people could leave these places with a bigger weight on their shoulders than what they lifted in the gym. It's the hope that the new MSU gym will not only be a place for strong bodies, but for strong minds too. From East Lansing, I'm Brea Crawford, Focal Point News. The Red Cedar has received more attention than usual as authorities are still searching for missing Grand Valley student Brendan Santo. It's been about a week since Santo was last seen on Michigan State's campus, leaving from Yakeley Hall towards Brody neighborhood. MSU Inspector and Public Information Officer Chris Rosman says multiple departments have stepped in to help.
Currently, our search operation right now is focused on the Red Cedar River area, which based on our investigation is the area where Brendan was last seen. That water search operation has utilized resources from the Michigan State Police Marine Services Division, as well as the Ingham County Sheriff's Office and the Capital Area Dive Team.
The police and dive teams have utilized the Jennison Fieldhouse parking lot as their main investigation site. Yellow tape and barricades have been placed on the north side of campus along the Red Cedar to keep students away from the authorized search area. New developments are starting to form around the Brendan Santo case here on Michigan State's campus. A social media post started going around Wednesday morning stating that Brendan was last seen Friday, October 29th between 11:30 p.m. and midnight on this side of campus right behind me on Beale Street. Friends are saying if you were in that area around that time, check your camera roll because he may be in the background. On Thursday, the police released a statement disregarding any foul play or misinformation that might have played a role in Santo's disappearance. With class still in session, MSU student Sophie Jackman questions campus safety.
And I feel like it's a lot less common that you hear like a boy goes missing. So this definitely brought a lot of awareness and like attention that like anyone can go missing, anything's possible. We think we live in a safe area, but I guess we really don't, and like anything can happen.
Another student, Emma Cahoon, is concerned for Santo's friends.
And it's just scary because we live in Brody, we're in Rather, and that's apparently where he was supposed to stay, like on our floor actually. And it's just scary that like, because we knew the kids that he went to high school with, that he was supposed to stay with. So it's just really scary, and it could happen to anyone.
As authorities keep a positive outlook on the case.
Anytime we do our jobs, it's important that we carry a level of hope, and that's what we're doing right now. And we truly do want to doing everything we can to find Brendan and bring this case to resolution.
One question still remains. Where is Brendan Santo? From Michigan State University, I'm Brea Crawford. Living in a residence hall is a rite of passage for freshmen here at MSU.
I think on-campus living is a wonderful stepping stone for students.
With easy access to food, laundry, and other resources, students can focus on learning while being on their own.
My dad, he want me around like resources and stuff. Like he prefer me on campus because he feel that I'm safe.
But now Michigan State University is reinstating the 2-year live-on requirement.
It was in place, but it had not been enforced for many, many years.
But not everyone is happy about it.
Like everyone said they don't want to do it. Like everyone I've talked to. There's even some people trying to get a petition going.
Michigan State's Chief Communications Officer believes there are many benefits to the reinstated requirement.
We did some research, both here at MSU and reviewing research nationally, that showed that students who lived on campus for a second year were more likely to graduate.
RHS staff Nadir Fouani believes other factors should be considered.
Probably just say that the administrators sometimes, I think they often forget to ask students, and I think student voice and student input is really important. I think this is just kind of to benefit their pockets more than the students.
And while some students are trying to figure out a way to leave, some students are trying to figure out a way to stay.
Some of us look forward to staying on the campus, and the only way for upperclassmen to be on campus unless we apply to be a RA.
And not everyone wants to be a resident assistant. And now juniors and seniors are on the apartment hunt. But with so many students occupying on-campus student housing, how will these apartments be filled? An East Lansing apartment leasing team member has seen the direct effects of the decision.
I'm not sure if that's gonna have a big effect on us or not at this time, because people are looking, but no one's making a decision because they don't.
Cooper says there is housing available for juniors and seniors, but it is limited.
We would love to have every student at Michigan State live on campus, but the reality is we have about 16,000 beds on campus and an undergraduate population of just under 40,000 students.
The new requirement has altered the plans of those who wanted to move and those who plan to stay, but now can't. Students and their families are figuring it out as they go along.
We are committed to helping them through our off-campus housing webpage and through our community liaison to learn how to look for off-campus housing and to become more engaged in that process.
While RHS is doing their best to accommodate everyone, students are staying hopeful in MSU's decision.
I'd hope the school knows what they're doing on this one.
In East Lansing, I'm Brea Crawford.
This might look like your average garage, but inside, there's a group of people with a creative mindset.
We do a little bit of everything, to be honest, and I don't even want to limit it to photography because we do all sorts of projects as well. We've done a little bit of everything in such a short amount of time that it'd be silly to just limit it to photography projects and label it a photography studio. We do a little bit of everything. People come with us with ideas and we try to make it happen.
Jet Mitchell, owner of the Creative Playground, has always had a love for his community and a passion for photography.
So I kind of built this space on being creative. The next aspect I built in was community. So I love everything community. I'm always a community person. Like everything is for the community. Like we got t-shirts coming that's gonna say for the community, and I'm aware all the time.
The Creative Playground is more than just a studio. There are resources for all. Where I'm standing is a dressing room for hair, wardrobe, and makeup. There's even a room for editing and even space to brainstorm your next project.
Playground members can utilize the space and sources for their leisure.
Isaiah Owens, a photographer at the Creative Playground, says the playground feels like a second home.
I love being a member here. It's just like, I feel like this is my home. Every time when I post, every time when I come here, I say I'm back at home. Because I feel like this is my home. This is my place. This is where I create. This is where I just do what I love.
From Livonia, Michigan, I'm Brea Crawford.